Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lithuba ngibonge i-support nothando enikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisupporte njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla. Njengoba i-ad hoc committee kanye nemadlanga commission ziqhubeka ekuphenyeni iy'nsolo ezabekwa uLieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi ngomhla ka-6 kuJulayi 2025, bathatha isinqumo-ke ngeviki eliphelile ukuthi i-ad hoc committee izoya eGosi Mampuru la ePitori. Base bethatha isinqumo esithi uma beye ePitori nama-witness aseduze nasePitori bazowa-interviewa khona noma bazothula ubufakazi babo khona eGosi Mampuru. Bakuhlela-ke ukuthi indawo ihlelekile, kodwa konke lokhu bakwenza ngoba befuna ukuthi uKhet aphephe. Manje bayabuka ukuthi ukusuka kwakhe ePitori esiwa eCape Town iy'ndleko zizoba ningi, manje kungcono uma kusuka bona baya eGosi Mampuru. Ngakufakela-ke ivideo yakhona wazizwa ney'nhlelo zabo. Bakhipheka istatement esisazisayo ukuthi kuleli viki kusuka ngoLwesibili kuzothula ubufakazi. Ngizokufundela istatement esizosichazela ukuthi ubufakazi bumi kanjani obusobulalela kulezi nsuku. NoKhet Matlalo lapho. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi sizozizwela thina njengamalungu omphakathi uKhet Matlala ezikhulumela yena ngokwakhe. Siyazi ukuthi kwimadlanga commission uwitness C uzidlalele i-audio abayirekhoda kuKhet, kodwa kulokhu sobe sizizwela yena bembuza imibuzo eyiphendula abeke nayo uhlangothi lakhe le-story, okuyinto ebaluleke kakhulu ukuthi sizwe, ikakhulukazi kulolu daba. Thola kwakhe ithenda lapha emaphoyiseni ka-360 million yakhanselwa ithenda. Inkulumo abenayo nama-conversation esiwabonile we-WhatsApp abewa khona phakathi kwakhe noBrown Mokgotsi bexoxa nala okuvela khona ukuthi bekaxhasa noma bekazimisela ukuxhasa uMinister uSenzo Mchunu ukuze njoba eney'nhloso zokuba upresident. So lonto lefuna sizizwele ngaye kuKhet. Leli viki kuzoba njalo. Asifunde istatement sizwe ukuthi bahlele kanjani. Statement esikhishwe yiParliament sithi media alert. Ad hoc committee on Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi allegations to hear evidence in Gauteng. Parliament, Saturday 22 November 2025. The ad hoc committee established to investigate the allegations made by the South African Police Service KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Head, Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, is scheduled to hear evidence from 3 key witnesses in Gauteng this week. This decision follows a resolution by the committee and is intended to ensure the safety and security of all parties involved in the investigation. Mr. Vusumuzi Khet Matlala, who is currently in custody, will be giving his testimony as part of the proceedings. The hearing will take place at Gossi Mampuru Correctional Center in Tshwane, Gauteng. In addition to Mr. Matlala, the committee has resolved to hear from the SAPS Chief Financial Officer and Deputy National Commissioner for Policing, Lieutenant General Puleng Dimpane. Media and public access. The hearings are open to the media. Journalists wishing to attend or cover the hearing are invited to submit their details for accreditation to the following email address by Sunday 23 November. Into ayizolo ke le bayibhalile ke email address la. Asiqhubeke nestatement. Members of the public may follow sitting live on Parliament TV with DSTV channel 408 via live streaming on Parliament YouTube channel and Twitter page on the links below. You may subscribe to the Parliament YouTube channel to receive instant notification to live feeds. Kuhleleke kanje ngoLwesibili ngomhla ka-25 kuNovember 2025 eGosi Mampuru Correctional Center. Witness eyokuqala ezobe ilindelekile uLieutenant General Musikili, bese kuza uLieutenant General Dimpane. Mase beqedile laba babili kuzobe sekuba uKhet Matlala witness ezobe seyilandela. Ya kuleli viki lokho abe ad hoc abebesazisa khona ukuthi sikulindele. Ngiyacela ukuzwa ukuphawula kwakho la ku comment section ngizwe ukuthi wena ubona kanjani kulo lonke nje lolu daba esixoxa ngalo. Wena ubona kanjani? Ngifisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike, usubscribe. Ngaphambi kokuba ngivala ivideo ngifisa ukukucaphunela enye ivideo engiyibonile ukukukhumbuza nje Into esho uNkabinde ngeviki eliphelile ngicela uzwe la. Ngaphambi ngifaka ivideo ngeviki eliphelile sikhulume ngodaba le-Road Accident Fund. I-EFF ikhiphe nansi post ukuthi uma kukhona umuntu wasubmit i-claim kwi-Road Accident Fund ungakakhokhelwa noma ungakatholi response from i-Road Accident Fund akathintane ne-EFF. Lo muntu loyo akaxhumane ne-EFF. Bashiyeke amanamba amabili. Yabona bathi the EFF is calling on all affected individuals to come forward and share their experiences. Ungacontact Honorable Veronica Mente kule number 0721339735 or Honorable Mazwi Blose ku 078 189 2751. Ngiyifaka le information ngoba ngibonile kuma comments kukhona abantu abakhala ukuthi baclaima bazi kwenzakalani, abanye baxakekile ngenxa yezinto ezingenzeki kahle lapha ku Road Accident Fund. Kodwa ukuze uthola usizo xhumana nalama member lawa eParliament azokwazi ukukulekelela.
The arrest and subsequent release of controversial private investigator Paul O'Sullivan. Mr. O'Sullivan has described his arrest by police as an intimidation tactic. He's currently investigating Acting Police Commissioner Khomotso Phahlani's finances. Paul O'Sullivan was released just after midnight. His lawyer, Willie Spies, argues in court papers that the arrest was intended to harass and intimidate his client and that he would have gone to a police station if he was asked to by the police. But for more on the story, we're joined on the line by Willie Spies, the legal representative of Paul O'Sullivan. Willie, thanks so much. Thanks a lot for talking to us here on the programme.
Good morning. Thank you.
Willie, just talk us through what happened last night.
Well, first of all, Mr. O'Sullivan consulted me at about 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. We met for about an hour and a half, and he left my offices around about 6:30 last night. As he left my offices, about 8 police vehicles coming from 8 different directions actually chased him, and they stopped his car just about 300 meters from the gate leading to my office, and they arrested him. I rushed to the scene and I took the court order that was granted by the Deputy Judge President Ledwaba last year on the 16th of November. I read the court order to the Brigadier on duty, which is Brigadier Ndube, and I explained to him that in terms of this court order, Mr. O'Sullivan is not to be arrested in the way that they are arresting him, that the court order provides for the fact that if there is any matter that the police would like to arrest him, then they should give him 48 hours notice to report to the nearest police station. So that is in short the position as it was communicated to the Brigadier. He ignored that. He said, well, he does not agree with the court order, and he carried on arresting him. So we rushed to the urgent court at 9 o'clock yesterday evening. Once again, the court proceedings was delayed by the legal representatives of the police, who took more than 2 hours to pitch up to court. And we finally ended up at 11 o'clock yesterday evening explaining the situation to the serving urgent judge, Judge Lekhodi. And Judge Lekhodi actually guided the parties towards a settlement, which led to an order in which it was ordered that Mr. O'Sullivan need to be released immediately before 11:30 last night. That actually happened. He was eventually then released last night in the late night hours, and he's left at home.
Yabona ngempela la emhlabeni asilingani. uPaul O'Sullivan mayizoboshwa funeka anikezwe notice ya 48 hours kusho ukuthi uzoboshwa. Kodwa makuyimi amaphoyisa angangena necapha la ngihlala khona azongibopha. Bengithi nje ngikukhumbuza nanga uNkabinde la. Njengoba umbona ehleli la enkantolo. Ukhombisa ukuthi le yanto ayisho ngeviki eliphelile ayiwona amanga. Wayengxenya yonke lento ayihlela. Asibambe le video ngicela ukuze ukuphawula kwakho la comment section. Ngalo kwalokho mina nawe sidibane kwivideo landelayo. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.